Hi everyone, it's Casman Plus YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I will be previewing Sydney versus Collingwood at the SCG. Now this, obviously nothing has changed in Sydney. They're deemed to be safe, so let's just jump straight into it and we'll talk about it. If you're returning Magpies, like and comment. If you're new to the channel and watching this for the first time, welcome. How I do my previews is pretty simple. I talk about the game, I do my top 5, and I do my tips and predictions as well. So this game, so we had a win against North Melbourne. We're playing Sydney at the SCG, a ground that we are known to play well against. And they are like a bogey team as well. They haven't beaten us since 2018. We beat them last year at the Gabba and at the SCG. It's really interesting game coming up. So my top 5 is pretty simple. Is this selection. So I know that Tom Wilson comes in to play his first game. Whether or not we play Mason Cox or we have him in the reserves. I know that 2 players will come out due to injury, with both of them got concussion. So the concussion players are Nathan Murphy and Jordan Rothman, I should say. He's out. So this should mean that we'll have to get 2 players to come in. Tom Wilson, I believe, is a forward. He's got a basketball background, so he can use the ball really well. Don't know who will come out for him. Probably my guess would be a Tyler Brown or Callum Brown sort of type thing, but who knows at this point. But I think the ones that will come in for the defenders, I would say either Jack Madgen and Nathan Murphy probably most likely. Because I originally said Jeremy Howard, but Jeremy Howard has done his hamstring, so he has to have surgery on it again. So he's out. So I think if Jack Madgen should come in, and I would say Will Kelly, but I do doubt that for a sec, that they will drop him. Marquinhos got better, so it should be very interesting. Number 2 is pretty simple for me. I say it's our mid to forward connection. It got better last week. We need that to continue to improve, because City can play fast, but they sometimes can like to slow it down a little bit. We just have to be better and play well for that. Other than that, should be very interesting indeed of that. Number 3 is can we play 4 quarters? Now we played 2 quarters against North. We need to play 4 quarters to beat Sydney. Even if we play 3.5 quarters, and then that half a quarter where we're like a lot further in front, generally about your 35-40 point margins. At least that way it doesn't matter they kick a couple in a row, because you can try and slow it down with half quarter remaining. As long as Sydney doesn't get on the big run on, maybe 3 quarters of the game, and that quarter that you can easily go, okay, we've got this one wrapped up, doesn't really matter. We got to start putting teams to the sword, and this is why I do talk about that. So it's clearly our selection. It's clearly our mid to forward connection, as I talk about, and playing 4 quarters, which it's a must do. Now, number four is our midfield. We got to start winning more hit-outs against Sydney. The worrying signs are, can we continue to improve? I think we can, based on what we're capable of. But I think if we start winning 9% of the hit-outs and clearances from around the ground hit-outs and centre bounces, I think that does go a long way for us to win the game. Certainly that is a must for us. Number 5 is pretty simple. Our forward line, our back line. I'm going to put these two together because our forward line needs to step up and our back line needs to step up as well. 2 players out. We'll get some players to come in for defence, but we do need a good input from our defenders. We need to be tight on Sydney. We need to defend us for our lives because we know that Melbourne's defensive pressure to stop Sydney works really well. We'll have to do it this way. Smaller grounds does suit Sydney. It does suit us as well because we've played there and we've won. Other than that, it's a must-win game for us as well, as much as possible. So that's my top 5. I'm going to do tips and predictions. I'm going to say Collingwood by 7 points. Jordan De Goey to kick 2. Braden Maynard to have 25 disposals. And Darcy Moore to play a ripping game at centre half back and have 15 disposals and 6 marks. Feel that's going to be an interesting game. Buddy Franklin, obviously one bad game for him. We have to watch him, otherwise, it's not a good sign for us at all. So that's my tips and predictions for this week, for my preview for the AFL guys. When the lineups come out for both, I'll talk about them. But until next time, like, comment and subscribe. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your neighbours, go the Pies. And it's a must-win game for all 3 clubs. For our teams in the VFL, VFLW and the AFL. Till next time, see ya.